Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Power BI related tutorial by Slides. In this part, we are learning about creating an exploratory analysis dashboard here on data science job postings. So these jobs were posted on Glassdoor. We have got the data from Kaggle and we have simply created a dashboard showing top 10 job titles by average salary and top 10 job title positions like managers are getting this much salary, directors are getting this much salary on an average. The average job salary for jobs that are posted. Most important things is skills by percentage in jobs. Like you can see here, in 44% of the jobs, Excel is required. Python is required in 73% of the jobs. Tableau is required 18% and so on. These are top 10 sectors by average salary. Like in media sector, $271,000 is the average salary, and consumer services, then government sector. These are top 10 sectors. You can see these are top 10 industries by average salary. So everything that is here will be created and explained in great detail. So let's begin. So the data set that we are going to use in this project is a clean dsjobs.csv dataset. This dataset can be obtained from this Kaggle URL, and in the dataset you can see the data is of data science jobs that were posted on Glassdoor website. And in the clean version, the column explanations are job title. Job title is title of job posting, salary estimation, salary range for that particular job. So this is job title, salary estimation in thousand, job description, rating of that job, company which posted the job, location of job, headquarters, size of company, type of ownership of company, industry of company or industry of job, sector, like insurance sector, business service, revenue of company if it is known, so some revenue, otherwise unknown, minimum salary, maximum salary, and average salary for this type of job in that particular company, state of job, same state, yes or no, company age, Python. If Python is required skill for that job, so 1, otherwise 0. If Excel is required skill, 1 or 0. Hadoop required skill, 1 or 0. And then Spark and AWS similarly. And need of Tableau, big data. This is a job simple name like analyst, data scientist, and seniority, whether the job is for a senior position, NA, not applicable, or senior. So this is a simple data set that we are going to use in this project. So we will simply open Power BI and connect the data. It's a CSV file, so we will simply connect it with text.csv connector. In your clean CSV, just select that file and make sure everything is properly, you know, mapped here. So all the columns and values are mapped here. We will simply load the data. Now we have the clean DS job sample here, and we will start creating the dashboard. There will be several parts that we will create. So first thing that we are going to do, we will write some heading for our data, and in the heading we can use any color. So first of all, we are going to write a text, exploratory analysis of data, align it to center, use any font size. Let's say we are going to use some other color here, so let's select this color. So we will use a light color for our heading, make it bold, use font size around 24. Since we have selected a light color, we will go to select this text box. In the text box properties, I will go to effect and choose a background color, that is something which we are going to use for the analysis. So this will be our simple heading, and in most of the reports that we will create, we will use this particular color. We can try increasing it to 28, and this is better. So first part will be exploratory analysis, and we will rename it as EDA. So we have job title, which is our first column, and as per job title we will try to find out. So I will just reduce this size, just a minute. We can also remove this column because this column is not needed. This is just a description. If needed, we'll add it later. Yeah. So job title is given, and average salary in thousand is given. So we will see average salary per job title. For that, we can create a bar chart or a stacked column chart here. So for that, just create a graph here, and we will use a stacked column chart. In x-axis, we will use job title, and in y-axis, we will use the average salary. So when we are using the sum property here, in the sum property, you can see job title and sum of average salary is given. And this is the case. In this case, you can see most of the values are for data scientists. And the reason for this can be that most of the jobs are of data scientists. So here we are going to see average salary. What is average salary per job title? And here you can see computer scientist, engineer, research, signal processing, average salary to 71,000. Manager, field application scientist, Southeast, senior principal data scientist, and then we can see data scientist, a machine learning engineer, and so on. So this way you will be able to see average of salary by job title. So we can select the chart and simply go to heading, align it to center, make it bold, and choose some color for our analysis. So we will use the dark green color here. And for your chart, suppose you want to change the color of these bars here or these columns, so you can select format your visual, go to visual setting, in columns, select color of your choice. Okay, if you want, you can select a lighter color also. And for your visual, if you want, you can select a border also. Go to effect, shadow, border, yes, and you can enable border as 12 pixel. We can select the white color. This will enable a border for us. Okay, this is average of salary by job title. We can see the highest average salary by job title is for job that is computer scientist, engineer, research, computer scientist, and signal processing. This was the title. Suppose you have to see top 10 or top 5 such jobs. You can click here, click on filter, and here job title is. So to a basic filtering, select top n. In top n, you will bring your countable value, which is average salary, not sum of salary, average salary, and you will put 10 here. So this is top 10 average salary by job title. Okay, and you can do now, go to title and write top 10 here. So this is top 10 average of average salary by job title. So I have simply renamed it as top 10 job titles by average salary. Before we start further analysis, for every job we will put a job title. Okay, so we will put a job ID, unique ID. For that, we will go to transform data. We don't have any ID column for every job posting that we have here. We will go to add column in Power Query Editor. We will add an index column from 1. So now every job has a index. Okay. Now go to home and close and apply. Every time you make changes in Power Query, you have to close and apply. Now let's see the column here. So for example, if Excel is asked, right? So for example, is Excel is required as a skill. So 1 is given. So here you can see 0 and 1. Okay. But this column is not given as a categorical column. Like these skills are not given as one categorical column, but they are given as some kind of dummy variables. Okay. So what we have to do is, let's try a simple thing here, and that is we will try to create a new measure. Go to modeling tab and create a new measure, and we will try to find Excel rate, like the number of jobs, number of percent of jobs in which Excel is required. For that we are going to use function called count rows. In count rows, what we are going to do, we are going to count the number of rows in which clean job Excel is equal to 1. That means Excel is mentioned as 1. Okay. So in count rows, we are going to filter the table. Our table is clean DS jobs. This is name of table. We are going to filter the table where in table Excel is equal to 1. And we are going to count the number of rows where Excel is equal to 1. And we will divide it by those number of rows. So we created index column. So we will use count of index. Okay. So count of index will simply give us total number of rows in the data. So count of clean.dx index, and this will give us a ratio, and then in this ratio we will multiply it by 100. So it will give us the percentage of jobs in which Excel is required. Okay. So when you will create this measure, I will provide these formulas. So when you will create these measure, you will see that Excel rate is 44%. Okay. Let's try one more thing. We'll not multiply by 100, and here you can see it is 0.4, but we will go to table view, select this column and select its format as a percentage. So when you will create that in your Excel rate, let's try to see Excel rate. Here you can see now it is 44%. So that is nice, and this way we have the Excel rate. Similarly, we will duplicate this. Okay. So we will simply copy this, go to modeling tab, create a new measure and call it AWS rate. Okay. And we will simply replace this column with AWS. So in those jobs where AWS is written as 1. Okay. And then simply run OK. Select AWS, and it is AWS rate is also given as a general value. We'll choose percentage. So this is 44%. Let's add AWS rate here. So AWS is mentioned in 26.06%. So there are total of 660 jobs here, 660 distinct values of jobs, in which in 26% of cases AWS is required, and Excel out of these two is the more popular skill that is required. So Excel is kind of a must here. Similarly, we will create it for Python, Hadoop, Spark and Tableau. So all you have to do is just go to modeling, new measure, Python rate, just write Python here. So I will simply pause and create these fields. So we have simply created it for AWS, Excel, Python, Tableau, Big Data and Hadoop. And here, just to understand these values, we will bring Hadoop, we will bring big data, Python, and Tableau. And we also have anything left? No, I think we have everything. So you can see Python is 73.03% in these jobs. So the requirement of Python is pretty much there. And to compare these type of values, we can also select a donut chart, and this will give us rate of these skills in posted jobs. So we can simply change the title here to is skills by percentage in jobs. Okay, and we can simply arrange it to center as well, make it bold, or we can simply try copying the format painter and putting it here. So this is skills by percentage. Okay, so you can see top 10 job titles by average salary and skills by percentage of jobs. So if someone is starting to learn their career, then Excel and Python are one of the most required jobs here. If you want to use different colors for them, you can go to format your visuals, slices. For example, Excel, let's say give a green color to Excel. AWS, gray color. So we will give a grayish kind of color as per some of their brands. Big data, let's select blue color. Python, we will select, obviously this color is also there in Python, but we will select a yellow color for Python, and for Tableau we will select a red color. This is our choice, so you will be able to see them clearly, and you can see in Python 73.03% of jobs are there. The rate of Python is this, and out of the total this is 35%, because there will be some common values also. That's why this in the percentage that is given in bracket is the percentage out of total 100% of jobs, and 73.03% is the actual percentage of jobs out of 660 jobs where Python is posted as a skill. So this is an interesting thing that you can do to analyze your data. Next thing that we can do, we can use a card visual, and in the card visual we will try to find what is the average salary. We will simply copy for paint filter here, format painter, sorry, and here we will bring average salary. This is sum of average salary. We will write average of average salary. So according to all the jobs posted, the average salary is 123.61k. Okay, and this is the average salary. What we can do here, we can go to visual, disable the category label, enable the title, and we will write average salary. As we have created a simple card for average salary, we will also try to find out what is the average job rating. So here we will bring rating, not sum, but average job rating. Average job rating is 3.59, maybe given by candidates. And in average salary, what we are going to do, uh, obviously we have to change the title. This is average rating of jobs. Okay, or we will write average job rating, average job salary. Next up, we also have average. We also have company age here. Okay, or see, this is average of average salary. You can also do it like what is the average maximum salary, what is the average minimum salary for these jobs. That is something that you can also do. For that, let's say we want to find out average minimum salary and average maximum salary. So we are going to use a multi-row card. We are learning here use of different type of visuals, and how can we use them. So if we are using a multi-row card, we can bring fields here. So we have minimum salary and maximum salary. So we will bring average of minimum salary. Okay. So we will rename it as average minimum salary. Okay. And similarly, we will, okay, this is average maximum salary. So we will simply write average max salary. Similarly, we will also drag average of minimum salary here and rename it as average minimum salary. I am slightly confused here. Just a minute. I will remove it. So first we are dragging maximum salary. Select their average. Okay. And rename for this visual as average minimum average maximum salary. I don't know, maybe something is wrong here. And this is minimum salary, so we will select average. Now it's okay. I was confused because I thought that was sum, and this is average minimum salary. So in your visual, in your multi-row card here, you can put these different values, right? And this is a great way to compare things. And here we will simply go to visual setting, or we can select this to home. First we will select this, copy setting from here and apply here. This is average of maximum salary, average of minimum salary. We can make the category labels bold. Okay, reduce the font size a little bit so that they are visible properly, and we will just increase the value sizes, okay, and make them bold, and choose a color scheme that represents our theme. So this is a simple card representing average maximum salary and average minimum salary as per the multi-row card. In our data, another interesting column is, an important column is by industry, right? So we have average, like which industry is offering, on an average, which industry is offering high salary, okay? So that people can see that. For that also we can simply copy this and paste here, and here instead of job title we can simply bring industry. So this is industry, and you can see biotech and pharmaceuticals. Okay, here one filter is applied, that job title is top 10, so we will remove this filter. Now we will see publishing industry is the highest industry. If you want to find out top 10 here, so here you will use industry as a filter. Okay, instead of basic filtering you will use top n, and in top n you will bring the average value of salary. So here first remove the older filters and keep average of salary and industry. In industry select by top n, here write top 10 or 5 whatever you prefer, and in value just select average salary. Instead of sum of salary we will use average salary. And on an average in publishing the salary is 271, in health and beauty it is 203, and so on. So here you can see the difference. Here there are many averages that are same 164. That's why we are seeing many values here, but here you are mostly seeing 10 values. Now when you have a data like this, so I am just going to show you a simple use of in columns in color, simple use of function for coloring them. So format is style, select gradient, select any color for lowest value. So we will select lowest green color here and highest green color here. So this will enable data like that. Okay, this will enable legend for us. If you don't want legend, so you can simply turn it off. So that's why we can see the difference between health, beauty, and fitness and publishing is too much. Okay, you can also adjust these things. For example, here in color we have user function, so we can also adjust these values, right? Like for highest value what we want to use, for lowest value what we want to use, you can also enter these values. You can add a middle color also, and let's say in middle color we will choose a blue color, just giving you an example. So this will be like this. Okay, it's just an example to show you how to use this particular function. Now as we have industry, we also have sector. So here we are going to create another sector here, and here first let's change the title. This is top 10 average salary. This is top 10 industries by average salary, and here we are going to bring top 10 sectors. So let's go to build visual part. Instead of industry, we will simply bring our sector here. This is sector, and here we are going to choose pie chart. So this is top 10 sectors by average salary. Okay, suppose, and here you can see the sectors are not visible because we disabled the legend. Okay, and we copied the graph here, so we will just go and enable legend. So then you will see that media sector is the sector with highest salary, and consumer services, government. So media sector and publishing houses are paying highest salary as per the given data. And I have adjusted the color of these slices also so that they look a little bit similar to each other. And when you will go here, you will see that type of ownership is also there. Like we have college, university, private, unknown, subsidiary or business segment. So obviously there are a lot of things that we will, for which we will create another dashboard. So here the important thing that we are going to bring is job simple. So if you will see here, okay, you have job simple, that is simplified version of each jobs. Okay, analyst, data engineer, data scientist, director, manager, MLE. So we will simply use a donut chart or maybe a clustered bar chart here. Okay, so we will simply copy this first of all, because it will copy all the styles and everything. And after copying this, we will remove the filters if there are any. So we will just clear the filter. Okay, and because obviously we are going to change this, here we are going to bring the job simple thing, and we will bring job simp here. Okay, and we will simply use clustered bar. So you can see for managers the average of salary is highest, then for average of salary NA is high, like it is not specified. Directors 127. Now in job sim, if you want to disable NA, you can also disable it, because we'll select everything but NA. So now you can see that, and here you can go to the settings, and your data labels are off, so you can turn on the data labels. You can see these values also. Okay, and this is top 10 industries by average salary for us. Obviously the job title is galat, wrong. So here we will simply write this. This is not top 10 or anything, because yeah, we average salary industry, we will not use industry here because it's of no use. So it is average salary by job title. This is a simple job title. Okay. So this is your average salary by job title. So this is the first part of this project, exploratory data analysis on data science job posting, where you have just explored the data, top 10 job titles with average salary, skills by percentage in jobs, average job salary, average job rating, average maximum salary, average minimum salary, average salary by job title. Again, this is the simpler job title and this is the exact job title. Top 10 sectors by average salary. You can see media is the highest sector here. Top 10 industries by average salary is also something that you can see here. Now in the second part we will create another dashboard which will have more filters. Okay, this is just an exploratory part without any filter. For example, we can create a filter like this. So we have just used a slicer. In the slicer, the field that we have used is just simple field, and the slicer setting that we have used is a tile setting. And in values you can select a font color, something like this color, make them bold. So this will be used as a filter. So there is a lot to analyze here, and obviously this cannot be done in just one part. So we will create another part. That's why please subscribe to our channel. We post data analysis related dashboards, exploratory analysis videos, machine learning videos every day on our channel. So every day you will receive some new notification and learn something new. So thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.